and he draws a sharp breath. But when I look up, his face is angled toward the tunnel. Even in the dim light, the grey of his eyes and the sharp lines of his jaw are striking. I feel a jolt low in my stomach. I'm not used to his face. Only an hour ago, as we escaped the destruction I wrought at Blackcliff, his features were hidden by a silver mask. He tilts his head, listening as the soldiers close in. They walk quickly, their voices echoing off the walls of the catacombs like the clipped calls of raptor birds.
Probably went south, if he had half a brain anyway.
If he had half a brain, a second soldier says, he'd have passed the 4th trial, and we wouldn't be stuck with plebeian scum as emperor. The soldiers enter our tunnel, and one pokes his lantern into the crypt across from ours.
Bleeding hells!
He recoils quickly at the sight of whatever lurks within. Our crypt is next. My belly twists, my hand shakes on my dagger. Beside me, Elias releases another blade from its sheath. His shoulders are relaxed, his hands loose around the knives. But when I catch sight of his face, brows furrowed, jaw tight, my heart clenches. He meets my gaze, and for a breath, I see his anguish. He does not wish to deliver death to these men. But if they see us, they will alert the other guards down here, and we'll be neck-deep in Empire soldiers. I squeeze Elias's forearm. He slides his hood over his head and pulls a black kerchief up to hide his face. The soldier approaches, his footsteps heavy. I can smell him, sweat and iron and dirt. Elias's grip on his knives tightens. His body is coiled, like a wildcat waiting to strike. I clamp a hand onto my armlet, a gift from my mother. Beneath my fingers, the armlet's familiar pattern is a balm. The soldier reaches the edge of the crypt. He lifts his lantern. Suddenly, further down the tunnel, a thud echoes. The soldiers spin, draw steel, and hurry to investigate. In seconds, the light from their lantern fades, the sound of their footsteps fainter and fainter. Elias releases a pent breath. "Come on," he says. "If that patrol was sweeping the area, there will be more. We need to get to the escape passage." We emerge from the crypt, and a tremor rumbles through the tunnels, shaking dust loose and sending bones and skulls clattering to the ground. I stumble, and Elias grabs my shoulder, backing me into the wall and flattening himself beside me. The crypt remains intact, but the ceiling of the tunnel cracks ominously. What in the skies was that? It felt like a land tremor. Elias takes a step away from the wall and eyes the ceiling. Except Sarah doesn't have land tremors. We cut through the catacombs with new urgency. With every step I expect to hear another patrol, to see torches in the distance. When Elias stops, it is so sudden that I barrel into his broad back. We've entered a circular burial chamber with a low, domed ceiling. 2 tunnels branch out ahead of us, torches flicker in one, almost too far away to make out. Crypts pock the chamber walls, each guarded by a stone statue of an armoured man. Beneath their helmets, skulls glare out at us. I shiver, stepping closer to Elias. But he does not look at the crypts, or the tunnels, or the distant torches. He stares at the little girl in the centre of the chamber. She wears tattered clothing, and her hand is pressed to a leaking wound in her side. Her fine features mark her as a scholar, but when I try to see her eyes, she drops her head, dark hair falling into her face. Poor thing. Tears mark a path down her dirt-streaked cheeks. 10 hells! It's getting crowded down here, Elias mutters. He takes a step toward the girl, hands out as if dealing with a scared animal. "You shouldn't be here, love." His voice is gentle. "Are you alone?" She lets out a tiny sob. "Help me," she whispers. "Let me see that cut. I can bandage it." Elias drops to one knee, so he's at her level, the way my grandfather did with his youngest patients. She shies away from him and looks toward me. I step forward, my instincts urging caution. The girl watches. "Can you tell me your name, little one?"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.